Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, driver who dodged the toll and the toll tag fined $100,000. A St. Catherine man who pleaded guilty to evading a toll fee and stealing a tag from a plaza booth has been fined more than $100,000 by the St. Catherine Parish Court. Dwayne Williamson, the driver of a Toyota Probox motor car, was charged $10,000 or 5 days imprisonment for toll evasion, $4,000 or 3 days for possession of an offensive weapon, and $100,000 or 30 days for simple larceny. Acting Senior Parish Court Judge Janelle Nelson Gale handed down the sentences on Tuesday. Williamson did not have an attorney. The facts outlined in court were that on June 5, a police officer traveling along the highway near Caymanas in the parish observed Williamson's vehicle drive through the toll plaza without paying. The motorist reportedly stopped and stole a toll tag from the booth before speeding off. The officer alerted a nearby police team stationed at a vehicular checkpoint. Williamson was intercepted shortly after. He was reportedly found with a stolen toll card in his possession and a machete under the driver's seat. He was taken into custody and later charged with a simple larceny, toll evasion, and the possession of an offensive weapon. EOJ urges electors to collect voter ID cards. With a general election anticipated later this year, the Electoral Office of Jamaica is urging electors to collect their renewed voter identification cards. The call comes as the EOJ intensifies efforts to ensure smoother voting experiences and improved efficiency at the polling stations on Election Day. At this time, we have approximately 120,000 voter ID cards in our offices waiting to be collected by electors. We did a renewal exercise in 2019 and we had quite a few persons who renewed their voter ID cards but did not come to collect them, said Dana Hopper, Manager, Public Relations and Communications at the EOJ during a recent interview with the news. The general election is due by December but widely expected by September. She further stated that many of the uncollected cards belong to individuals who registered to vote as far back as 2016, receiving the ID card that would have expired in 2019 but was later extended until 2021. These cards were automatically renewed by the EOJ, but thousands of electors have yet to retrieve them. We are impressing upon registered electors to visit their EOJ constituency office and to collect their voter ID cards, said Hopper. For those persons who registered in 2016 and asked for and got the older ID card, meaning they did not get the one that expired in 2031, we are asking those persons to contact their EOJ constituency office to confirm that their ID card was automatically renewed and to go ahead and to collect the ID card, she added. Ms. Harper also advised the persons whose ID cards were not automatically renewed to move forward with the renewal process, noting that the voter ID card is a crucial document that confirms a person's eligibility to vote. The voter ID cards were updated to meet international standards with a new design and the security features added. The new cards were first issued in October 2021. Persons may visit their EOJ constituency offices Mondays through Thursdays, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. to pick up their voter ID cards. St. Catherine's former most wanted sentenced to 12 years and 6 months. Tevin Pasley, St. Catherine South's most wanted up to January 2023, accused of the murder of Corporal Delwyn Jackson and his friend, taxi driver Kenroy Chandler, who were both shot and killed in Big Lane, Central Village, was on Tuesday sentenced to 12 years and 6 months imprisonment by High Court Judge Justice Martin Gale for possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Pasley, who had been on the run since the August 18, 2021 double murder, was captured by members of the St. Catharines South Special Operations Unit and their counterparts from Hanover during a joint operation in the Lucy Market on January 4, 2023. A search was conducted at Pasley's home in Logwood, Green Island, led by Arresting Officer District Constable Jason McKay, where a firearm and ammunition were recovered, witnessed by Sergeant O'Neill Morgan and the District Constable O'Shane Cunningham. Pasley's capture and the subsequent conviction have been hailed by the St. Catharines South Police's hierarchy as another victory against the criminals who crossed the police divisions hoping to elude the lawmen. He remains before the court for the shooting deaths of Corporal Jackson and the Chandler, who had accompanied the policeman to Big Lane Central Village to purchase a motor car advertised on social media. Pasley and the two other men, who were subsequently held by the St. Catharines South Police, are accused of the double murder. Within a year, the St. Catharines South CIB charged the two of the alleged participants. However, Pasley, said to be the mastermind and the triggerman, remained at large for the murders, in which Corporal Jackson's service pistol and the cash to purchase the vehicle were among items stolen. The news understands Pasley was first tracked to St. Thomas, where it was said he was in hiding. The accused fled the Big Lane community and was tracked to St. Thomas, where multiple operations were conducted by the St. Catharines South Special Operations Unit, working in tandem with fellow officers from that parish, but to no avail, as he again fled, the officer said. He was tracked to Lucy, Hanover, where apparently he was confident he would not be found. However, he was wrong and got the threat of his life when the market was stormed, leading to him being captured before he could make his escape. Corporal Jackson was assigned to the Glengough Police Station in St. Catharines North. Chandler was a resident of West Prospect District, Bog Walk. Charged. A 29-year-old taxi operator has been charged with assault at common law and malicious destruction of property after allegedly hurling stones at a truck and its driver during a roadside dispute in Old Harbor, St. Catharines. The accused, Jermaine Bamaby of Roden Pen, Old Harbor, allegedly attacked a motorist after an argument erupted during a traffic encounter. According to reports from the Old Harbor Police, at 12:15 p.m., a man was driving his Leland truck along the roadway when Bamaby overtook the vehicle and suddenly blocked its path. A dispute reportedly followed, during which Bamaby allegedly picked up several stones and threw them at the truck, damaging the side panels, front windshield, and rear glass. The damage has been estimated at approximately $70,000. The truck driver exited his vehicle, at which point Bamaby allegedly threw another stone at him. The driver, who is a licensed firearm holder, reportedly drew his weapon and fired several rounds at Bamaby, striking him in the arm and damaging his vehicle. Bamaby reportedly drove himself to the hospital, where he was treated for his injuries. He was later pointed out to the police, taken into custody, and subsequently charged. He is scheduled to appear before the Old Harbor Parish Court on Friday, July 11. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.